If there's any single thing that can make your business or your brand a monopoly, that is by giving more values to your customers. If you master the art of giving value to your customer, then you master your business. If you're seeing a lot of these e-commerce brands getting successful in their business and everything, there's one thing that separates them, and that's the value. And there is the other part, like, a lot of people, they scale their business, they scale the e-commerce stores, and they run it for a few months, they get the money, and they shut it down because it didn't work out, because there was a lot of churn rate, there was a lot of fraud complaints from people to the store, right? So that's like the hard truth of a lot of e-commerce stores right now. So how can you make your brand or your e-commerce store a legit brand that people actually love and people keep on buying in your store? So the number one thing that you can do, again, is by giving a lot of values to your customers. And what is the cheapest way to do that? It's by your customer support and an email. I see a lot of emails these days from a lot of stores just slamming up the discounts and a lot of, like coupon codes and all that shit. That's not what your customer wants every fucking day, right? If you just imagine yourself in their shoes, if you open your email and you just keep on getting this discount on the same product, like every fucking time with maybe different copies and all that shit, then, they're not going to open your email anymore. And if they don't open your email, they're not engaged with the brand, and they're going to churn. So the best thing that you can do from your emails is to give a lot of value to your customers in a way that feels more like you, in a different visualization, in a different tone of your copy, right? By being you, basically. So yeah, if you master the art of giving values to your customer through your emails and through your customer support, then you win in this business game. So let me start with the problem first. Every e-commerce email right now feels and looks the same. If I open my inbox, then every email is sounding the same, with the same copies, with the same discounts. Everyone is stealing each other's creatives right now, basically, in emails. No one is sending any proper value. And what do I mean by value, right? So if you're in a certain niche, let's say skincare, and you just keep on slamming them with your product, this will do this for them, this will do that for them, that it's already done with your ads for that, right? You need to give values that is like, something like home remedies that will stick, that can support your health or your skin with the product that you're using right now. All this kind of shit, right? So you just keep on finding these ideas, finding these trends, and slamming them with these kind of values, so that whenever they open the email, it should be like, what's this brand sending now? What's the new value that they're sending right now? So yeah, this is what it should be in your customer's mind when they open the email. And you need to understand this thing. Customers, they are not stupid. They're real human with real emotions. And they will know if they're being selling to, right? They will know if they're being sold to. It's just like, it's so obvious with your emails. And this is not how a real brand engine works. Not at all. It's like, complete bullshit. So now let's talk about the data angle. How do we, find these values that I'm talking about? How do you actually get the thing that customers actually want to hear about, right? And that is through learning about your customers. I was reading this book earlier from Ogilvy, and what he said is like, in his agency, what he used to do is like, whenever new clients comes in, he used to tell his team, like, go around and do a deep research on the customer of buyer persona of the product that the client is selling for like 3 months. And that's crazy, right? So that's how you know what your customer actually wants to hear about. All right, so what you do is you go to platforms like Reddit, you go to Quora, you go to like Facebook groups. My personal best is Reddit. You go to Reddit, you go search on like what people are talking about, right? What works for them, instead of this, maybe some other kind of like home remedy or some other kind of like herbal shit is working for them, right? So you do a deep research on that particular remedy, and if there's a proof that it works, then you give them the real value that that you can use this kind of stuff to support your skin, support your health, or whatever the product that you're selling, or whatever niche you're in, right? So you just go to Reddit and see, because I'm running a product right now. It's for TMJ and TMD. I'm just revealing it. Why the fuck not? And it's about like people suffering in the jaw it's like a problem of their job being locked, and there's like a very few remedy for it. Like people are using there were like a lot of products that got saturated. It's very saturated right now, and you need to find new things, right? So we do a lot of research on Reddit and see what works for people. Is it magnesium? It's like other few exercises, right? So we just land them with these kind of values so that they are connected with us and they stick with our store, and they don't churn out, basically, right? And most importantly, like, they don't report us, because we want to be a legit brand, right? So yeah. And the other thing is, like, I had this habit of like just assuming things. Like, for example, if someone is going through a problem of hair loss, then and you hear this, like someone is like putting on rosemary oil or like some other kind of shit, and you hear that it works, then you say them that this works, this actually works because I heard from someone. That's true, it's data, but you cannot just assume things. You need to understand how data works. You need to go deep with it, like how many people actually saw real results with rosemary oil or rosemary water or whatever kind of shit that they were using, right? So you need to go deep on these kind of things, do real research, and like just separate it out in a very simple note. You don't want to get complex to it, and give the real value to people. Basically, you don't want to guess what people want. They're already telling to you in these kind of platforms. So you just go there and read the stuff and make the shit and just send it to them. Okay, so why am I like saying emails and values? So yeah, you guys might be genius in all this kind of stuff. Like, you need to give value to your customers and all that kind of shit, but you're not following it. So you have to start following it. So why even do this thing if you're because you want to build real brand, and the real brand, it builds from retention, right? So your actual profit lives in retention, right? So I was watching this video from Harmoji earlier, and he was saying 50% emails, 50% of the revenue of your e-commerce stores, it should be from your emails. And that's 100% true. All right, if your retention works, then your whole email system works, and your whole e-commerce ecosystem works, and you build a real engine that drives real profit for a long run, and not just for 6 or 7 months. You want to build a real brand where people stick with you for a long time, and they actually refer your product to others, just because you know that your product is good. But like, if your customer support or your retention strategy is shit, then people are just going to churn. They're going to move to other products where they're getting more valued, and where they have more good experience. Right, so that's how all these things work. There was this research done earlier on like how the acquisition side of the team is getting paid more, and how the retention, like customer support and email team, is getting paid less in a lot of businesses and e-commerce brands. Right now, this is changing very slowly because people are realizing how important retention is, and how these are the team that are actually bringing the profit inside the business. So yeah, that's the truth right now. Like, retention is the key for your profitability. And always remember, it's all about copywriting. It's all about how your creatives speak to people, right? If you're just spamming in the AI and AI bot and all that kind of shit, we use AI. We do use AI, but like, even if you use AI, you need to understand that AI won't help you every fucking time. You need to feed it like with real good shit. Then only it gives you real results. All right. So what do I mean by this? If you see a lot of emails, even like text-based emails, right? There's like whole email, and at the bottom there's from brand, founder, brand, right? From, let's say, this like whole email is written from the team of the brand or the like founder of the brand, but there's not a single email that I see instead of like these big brands, everyday dose, and yeah, other supplement brands, few good brands, they send the whole email, and at the bottom there's like a founder, the actual founder, making the like taking the supplement at night, and that's a real photo, like a real human being. And then like saying at the end, like, if you have any problem, then just hit the reply and answer, and I will actually give you the reply. So that's how the whole email system works for them, and it actually works. I tried with a lot of my clients, even in my store, and it did work, right? People give you a lot of reply because it sounds personal, it sounds personalized, And that's how you build a whole build trust with the emails with your customers. It should look like a real human being send the email. It should feel like a real human send the email. So the whole gist here is to like stop selling harsh. Don't like oversell people. Start giving more value to people. And how do you find that more value? You go to Reddit, you surf, you go to Quora, you surf, you see what people are talking about, what things are working for people, and then you feed it to AI and write it in your own voice, and then send those values to people in a way that sounds like you, that sounds like a brand, that visualizes like a brand, right? And that feels authentic. Build a brand that people actually want to hear from. That's how you become the monopoly.